Shrek, Megamind, Po, Hiccup. Can you pinpoint the common thread tying together these four iconic DreamWorks characters? While you ponder that, look at the iconic Disney characters. Rapunzel, Ariel, Belle, Aladdin, Elsa. In their stories, these characters had conflicts whether they can achieve their dreams and be happy. But as a child, I didn't sympathize them in their pursuit of happiness, because of course they'll be happy. They're smart, conventionally attractive, strong. There was no doubt that they'll achieve happiness. But Po, or Megamind, or Shrek, no one believed in them. Not their parents, not their teachers, and most importantly, not even you, the viewer. Yet, through their stories, they reveal their hearts and love. Now, I am confident that most of you would choose Shrek over any other Disney character. If you look at Disney outside of their movies, they always try to push you the ideas of body positivity or tolerance of other races, genders, sexual orientations outside the movies, but they never tell us the stories about it. Their characters are still beautiful, attractive people that face no issues with their looks or race or orientation. But Disney always brags about having their first gay couple in the newest movie just to promote you the product and not tell you the story. Can you remember the number of times they used that technique? Zootopia, first gay married couple. Finding Dory, first lesbian couple. Toy Story 4, first lesbians of color. Lightyear, first same-sex kiss. Despite being there for 3 seconds, being just a background characters, and this list goes on and on. But can you remember, did they have any impact on the story? Did Disney ever try to actually make a story about difficulties these people go through in everyday life? No. I know this masquerade show started just recently. They didn't care about that 20 or 50 or 100 years ago. I cannot judge them for that, but I really don't understand why they are pretending to care. This insincere representation fails to resonate with both the represented groups and general audience. As a result, both of them just end up hating the product. And it's really weird if you look at the way DreamWorks did it correctly more than 20 years ago. I don't remember them bragging about having Doris in Shrek 2 and yelling that we have the first transgender character, or bragging about Lenny from Shark Tale. There were no articles like we have the first gay vegan shark who dresses up as a dolphin. No, they just did what they had to do. And no one hated these characters. We love Doris. But today, I want to talk more than just about that. The four characters I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that was the real body positivity Disney still couldn't achieve. All their overweight characters are just comedic reliefs or sidekicks. But Shrek, Po, Megamind, protagonists, and it was really satisfying to watch them achieve happiness because, you know, they aren't built like Hercules. Shrek is the first one to realize how ugly he is and be rejected by the society, to the point where he just normalized having no friends, living alone. Kinda reminds me of someone. So Shrek basically lost all the hope and faith that he will meet somebody. But he did, and it turned out that this big green ogre has a very kind heart. And even after that, society still didn't accept it, to the point where he had to prove once again that he's also capable of love and deserves happiness. And the rest is history. Po from Kung Fu Panda is one of the most obvious ones from the list because everyone, literally every 5 minutes reminded Po right in the face how fat is he. Dream of becoming the Dragon Warrior seemed so impossible after all the Disney movies. As a child, we all pictured someone like Tai Lung or Tigers, but happily, DreamWorks did not follow the trope, and they taught us. They taught us that Big Fat Panda can also be the chosen one. Despite the fact that Shifu constantly was trying to get rid of Po, he didn't get along with the five. They also wanted him to leave. Not even his father believed that Po could be somebody. He just saw him as the worker of his noodle restaurant. And to be fair, I don't think even Oogway believes in Po. This old turtle just wanted to spice things up and made some random ass panda the Dragon Warrior, and then just died without any explanation or instruction. I imagine being Po at that moment, but he didn't give up. Despite what society kept thinking about him, he used his weakness as his strength and found the inner peace. And my favorite of them all, Megamind. I imagine not growing up as the villain. Your whole planet got destroyed. You didn't hear what your parents told you about your destiny. Growing up with the criminals in the prison and going to school where they teach you like this. I imagine not growing up as a villain. I imagine becoming a hero after all these circumstances. Can you picture that? Can you imagine how big his heart, how open his mind should be to go through this redemption path, to become the hero the city needs. This movie really played with our expectations, and in a very good way. You can say whatever you want, but DreamWorks actually cared about all the underdogs of our world. And they always were trying to tell us the story for them, about them. That despite your looks, your origin, your weight, and who do you love, you all deserve the right to find your happiness and become the master of Kung Fu. In contrast, Disney often detaches characters' conflicts from their identities. While they are gradually acknowledging diverse narratives, their approach remains superficial. Whether using such characters in short films or showcasing LGBTQ couples for 3 seconds in 2 hours long movie, Disney has yet to fully embrace the narrative richness that DreamWorks achieved 2 decades ago. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and remember, be a goldfish, be curious, and not judgmental.